In my last video, I took 10 Dragon Ball Legends characters and ranked them based on how underrated they were. But many people noticed that they were mainly just Ultras and Legends Limited characters. So in this video, we're going to be doing only Sparking characters, and I'm going to pick 10 of what I think are the most underrated Sparking characters and rank them. At number 10, and this is probably going to shock some people because every YouTuber talks bad about this guy. But at number 10, we have the blue transforming Vegeta from the 4th anniversary. He was MUI's banner unit. This guy actually has some decent defensive capabilities. Now, I'm putting him at number 10 because I know he's bad, alright? I am not disagreeing that this guy is bad. I'm saying I think he was severely, we'll just say insulted. He was severely insulted by the community, and that made people not want to use him. But I actually used him recently. Guys, this guy's healing capabilities are pretty crazy. I mean, the fact that he cancels attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions and then heals, like this guy's... This guy's healing all of his HP back when he presses his main ability. Now, the downside is, of course, it takes 10, or not 10 times. It takes, wait, is it 50? I think it's 50 or someone dies, right? Or is it, oh no, it's after 50 counts or you drop below 50% HP. Now, that is the biggest drawback of this character. But other than that, this guy heals quite a bit. I mean, I used him recently and he was very solid. Like, I was surprised that he was able to contend with how other units perform nowadays. I think this guy's pretty good, I think this guy's pretty good for what people thought of him. I think he's actually not a bad character, but at the same time, he's also bad. So it's like, is he not bad? Is he bad? I don't know. I think he's just better than what people gave him credit for. Okay, so let's move on. At number 9, another 4th anniversary character. Actually, we have Tapion, who, if you guys know. Well, you should. I feel like if you're watching this video, you probably do know. But this guy can actually do damage after he's dead. And when someone rushes you, I don't know if it applies for ultimates as well, but when someone rushes you, his substitution count decreases by 10. So unless someone has increased your substitution count to where it's at like 12 or 13, you could switch out of this guy. They rush you, immediately goes back in. And this guy's strike damage is actually nuts. Like, most of these units I'm going to be putting on here, I've used recently just to make sure that I'm up to date with these characters, so I don't overplace them or underplace them. I think this guy is still somewhat strong. Now, of course, he's not going to be as strong as he was a year ago, but I still think he has some utility if you put him on teams today. I wouldn't use him in God rank, but I do think he's underrated. I don't see him ever, literally ever, but I think he's still very good. His green card, by the way, gives him two things of card draw speed for 5 counts. He also nullifies cover change for 5 counts. Dude, this guy he fits the role of switch in, do damage, get out. That is literally this guy is just like, oh, and he's such a good support too because he heals ally health and restores your ki. He gives your allies damage. Like, this guy is a support. He's a rush counter. Like, dude, I was very impressed by the fact that this guy was still able to do solid damage in today's meta. Like, I could you not, when I used him, I was like, wow, he's actually... his util is crazy. He gives bleed. Again, he comes in, he deals damage, gets out. That's this guy's role, and he does a fantastic job at it for how old he is. At number 8, one of 3 free-to-play characters to make this list, we have Yellow Future Trunks. This guy is exceptional at pumping out a rush. You switch in, use his main ability, boom. Now you have a rush, right? His green card is also very good, as it randomly draws 1 new card, restores own ki by 30, and gives him damage inflicted. Guys, for a free-to-play unit, this guy was insane. I used him, and although he wasn't as good as I hoped for, he was still very solid. I mean, for a free-to-play character, I feel like this guy fell off very quickly. Like, he lasted longer than most free-to-play characters did, but I feel like this guy was outclassing most of the meta at that time. I swear to you, when he came out, I feel like you could have made an argument that this guy was top 10. I feel like he like Tapion fits his role of go in, do damage, get out. His main ability gives him cover null. It completely refreshes your hand, restores his own ki. And it's just 10 timer cards, boom, you can pop it. Now, when I used him, of course, he is old, but I don't know. This guy just, he shocked me with the fact that he's a free-to-play character, and most offensive free-to-play characters tend to fall off very fast because, one, they're free to play and their animations are kind of lackluster, so nobody uses them. This guy, though, I think you put him on like a hybrids or future team, I think he can be a solid, maybe not a main option, no, definitely not a main option, but he's a solid option. He's a solid second option. So, yeah, this guy deserves to be on this list. At number 7, our second free-to-play character to make this list. I'm sure if you're watching this, if you assumed that free-to-play characters were going to be on here, you probably were expecting to see this guy. But we have the free-to-play legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Guys, free-to-play character with endurance. That says enough. Like, dude, this guy, he reduces damage received by 60%, which at the time of his release, I'm pretty sure was on par with like the new summonable characters. On top of, if there's an enemy battle member that's tag Saiyan or tag Hybrid Saiyan, he reduces the damage received by an extra 10%. I used him, dude. I don't know how this guy is able to tank so well as a free-to-play character. He is better than many of the summonable characters we have today. I could you not. Obviously he's not top 10. I don't even know if he'd be like top 15, but I think the main issue is that, of course, there's other blue options for, not really his team, but just in general, there's just better blue options than this guy. But guys, this guy was so good on release, and he's still very good. I don't know why people don't use this guy. The fact that he has endurance, again, the fact that this guy has freaking endurance, guys. That's it, like, oh man, it's just, this guy's amazing, and I wish I saw him more, but I think he does. Honestly, I was gonna put him higher up, but there's some other options that I think deserve to be up there. This guy's good. I would recommend using him today. Not even kidding. Put him on a Saiyan team. Boom, he's pretty solid. At number 6, I'm sure some of you are gonna see this and be like, "Why is he this high up?" I understand, but why is he this high up? I will explain, so please don't yell at me. Please don't flame me. Actually, no, flame me all you want. This is controversial. Call me names. Insult me. Anyways, at number 6, we have the blue sparking Goku Black, who was on an All-Star banner. And I'm saying that because I feel like the fact that he was on an All-Star banner, which none of us liked and still don't. I'm very glad they changed its format, so now you get a free summon, which is very good, by the way. This guy was okay. He wasn't anything crazy, but I feel like he's just that he's okay. But the thing is that nobody uses him because they think he's bad. He's really not. This guy gives your team very, very solid supporting capabilities. Whenever he goes into standby, this is probably what makes him pretty good, I think. He restores own health by 10%, so he has sustain. He restores ally ki by 30, inflicts all enemies with, he gives them more damage received. Basically, you're just doing more damage when this guy switches out. And then if you cover change, he's making their combo last a little bit less by increasing the key amount to use stuff. Also, his main ability is pretty strong for only needing 10 timer counts to elapse, which is restore ally health by 20%, destroys all of your enemy cards. On the press of a button, you destroy your entire enemy's hand. You could delete ultimates, you can delete blue cards, you can delete green cards, you can basically counteract everything people are doing. And then he gives himself shortened substitution count by 5 to self. So you pop his main, you get out, he comes right back in. I feel like this guy is extremely underrated. I think he's better than people give him credit for, and again, I feel like it's because people don't have him because he was on an All-Star banner, which I completely understand. Also, his green card's pretty good. It shortens everyone's count by 3, which is, pretty good. Also cancels allies' attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. So he's just a great support, and I think he's just not used because he was on an All-Star banner, which is why this guy was never really good. At number 5, our last free-to-play character on this list, and another Goku Black. It is the free-to-play red Goku Black. I know what you're thinking. Okay, what is with you and free-to-play characters? If you watch my video, you will understand that this guy contends with the best units in the game. That might be a little bit of an overstatement, but he has critical rate, which if you guys know anything about crits are pretty good no matter what. Like, I think you could run any unit that has crit in their kit and they'll be at least decent because crits are strong, right? It's crits. You just do more damage. This guy, when he's fully built up, like, I could you not, he has the ultra hit thing where he stacks up crits every time he uses an arts card. But if you crit and hit the enemy with a blue card, dude, he has a nuclear bomb for a blue. And I feel like, although, it is a blue card, so it's like, it's really hard to make a character good by just having a good blue card. But, dude, this guy is also one of the only characters that has critical rate up to also increase his own critical damage. Like, dude, I feel like this guy, if you copy-paste his kit on any character that's summonable, they're not going to be the best in the game, but they're going to be usable, and I think they're going to be usable for a long time. I'm sure many people are going to disagree with me. And you know what? Disagree with me. Insult me. Call me names. This is controversial and it's supposed to be. Okay? So, deal with it. At number 4, I don't know what happened to this guy. He kind of just disappeared the moment he came out. We have the Superhero Red Gohan that came out actually during this anniversary. It was part of, I think it was Orange Piccolo's banner. This guy is kind of like Pan, obviously. He's literally same color. He's a hybrid Saiyan. Like they're basically the same character, just different. Like this guy's a little bit more recent. The only difference is that Pan reduce, I believe, yeah. Pan is more of a damage reducer. This guy's more of a combo ender. That's kind of like this guy's whole thing. I wonder what happened to him because I feel like this guy is really, really strong. I think this ability is very good, by the way. He increases everyone's damage, increases your health restoration for 10 counts, seals enemies' strike arts whenever he's switched out, which, I mean, if you guys remember Kyle Ken, this ability can be strong if it's used correctly. Or just in general. I feel like this guy is just... I don't know what happened. I got him for free. I don't remember how I got him from... Oh, no. I got him from tickets. I got him from a single ticket. And I used him at 3 stars. Bro, I was like, excuse me? Like, this guy... Who is this character? Also, he has the Ultra Gogeta ability where when he lands a strike or blast, he gains 50 ki and he gets a blue card. So you could at least switch in with this guy, use something, and then go out. Boom, now you have a blue card for whoever's next in your party. I feel like this guy was incredibly underrated. He's like Ultra Hit. He just disappeared, and I don't know why. I'm assuming it's just because people had different lineups they wanted to run. Plus, he's red, which, I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but Ultra Vegito Blue is red, so why would you run him when you have Ultra Vegito Blue? I feel like that's the main reason why this guy is never seen. Alright, now we're going into the top 3. This is where I'm going to get flamed the most, if I'm going to get flamed at all. Because I really, really wonder how you guys feel about this. Especially this specific ranking right here, this number 3. My top 3 is kind of interesting, I think. I wonder how you guys will feel about my number 1, because I feel like it's either going to be like everyone agrees or nobody agrees. So we'll see. But anyways, at number 3, we have the Zenkai GT Sparking Goku. Heavily blast oriented. This guy is kind of hard to run on most teams, but I feel like he is still extremely strong. Now, of course, it kind of sucks because he is you can't really shove him into the leader slot of any team. You do have some restrictions, but I feel like these restrictions aren't bad. You just have to have one other Tag Saiyan or Tag GT battle member in the party, and you get these buffs for yourself, which is not that hard of a restriction. I feel like most teams nowadays will have a Tag Saiyan character. I think it's less likely they'll have a Tag GT, but definitely Tag Saiyan, unless you're running like a villain team. This guy, dude, I really do wonder what happened to him, because this dude, when I first Zenkai him, when I got him, I had him at max stars, right? Because I think he's a free-to-play character now. I got him. I was like, holy crap. Like, even now, after I tried him out, I was like, dude, this guy I feel like has not aged at all ever since his Zenkai. I really want to know what happened to him, but whatever. This guy, dude, his blast damage is insane. Now, of course, I think characters that rely on either strike or blast solely are gonna be kind of mid, but this dude is nuts. I don't know why people don't use him. Also, he has the Tag Force ability where the more cards you burn on a blue, the more damage he does. Dude, oh my god, I should have been recording. I one-shot so many people. Oh my goodness, it was nuts. So, yeah, I feel like this guy deserves to be here, especially him being green in today's meta. I feel like he can be a good, because a lot of people are running blue characters to counter Ultra Vegito Blue. This guy's green. Bro, now is his time to shine. I'm telling you guys, run this guy. You'll understand why. At number 2, another blue card killer. We have the Zenkai Green Transforming Gohan. Someone please explain to me what happened to this man. He got a Zenkai. If you watched any YouTuber's video on this guy, this dude was a blue card killer without the restriction of burning cards. Like, most of the blue card killers today are like the yellow Bardock, the Tag 4s, and the green Goku that I just mentioned. They burn cards to sacrifice cards to make their blue card deal more damage. This guy just has it when he transforms. When he transforms, he increases his when he transforms, his blue card damage goes up dramatically. Like, what happened to this man? This dude, I know I've been saying that kind of about a lot of these sparkings, and that's kind of self-explanatory, they're sparkings, but seriously, where did he go? This dude is crazy. He's actually relevant, and I would suggest using him. I'm not even kidding. If you ever run a hybrid Saiyans team, I feel like this guy should be probably one of your main slots. His damage is really good. He has you can force them to switch if you use your green card, which I don't know if you guys know is kind of good, especially if it's like a type disadvantage situation. Although it does end the combo. He's still very good. Dude, why? Where did he go? Where did he go? Also, by the way, it's not 10 counts that you're switching them out for. It's 15. You force switch for 15 counts. Being on the receiving end of that is, dude, it makes you want to throw your phone because you're just like, let me have them back. So, this guy's perfect too if you want to play hyper aggressive for that reason. Whatever happened to him, don't know. I used him and he was just as good as I expected him to be. At number 1, and like I said earlier, this is either going to be everyone's going to agree with me or nobody's going to agree with me, because I feel like this was one of the most underrated Sparkings ever in the game. And I feel like he's the most underrated now, and of course ever, like I just said. Whatever happened to him, I want to know, because at number 1, we have Master Roshi. If you guys know, you know. I'm just kidding. You probably, even if you don't know. This guy's ultimate, Evil Continuant Wave, whoever you use it on, they are sealed. They're sealed. They can't, your opponent can't use them. They're literally stuck. I don't know. Literally, how it works, you use your ultimate, you seal whoever it is that you hit, you put them into the little bottle, I forget what it's called, and they cannot be used until Roshi either dies or they're the last one left. Dude, like imagine using Ultra Vegito Blue, you get caught in a combo, he somehow causes you, like let's say he somehow causes you to not be able to switch. Boom, you can't use your Ultra Vegito Blue for the rest of the match until either you kill Roshi or he's the last one left. That literally, it is quite literally just giving your opponent way less room to work with. Honestly, he has arguably one of the best ultimates in the game. Like, dude, it's just like, I don't even know what else to say. Again, the sealed character cannot enter the battlefield until one of the following conditions is met. Master Roshi is defeated, or all other enemy battlefield members are defeated. Where did he go? Where did he go? Like, you literally can just cause your opponent to not be able to use a character, even if it's not an idea. Let's say your opponent switches into somebody else, like let's say like a revival unit, right? That they just throw out, or like Tapion, right? Somebody that died. Like, it doesn't matter. That character is no longer used until Roshi either dies or the last one left. And I feel like if you're going to be using this ultimate, usually I feel like you're going to have the upper hand. Meaning, whoever you end up sealing, your opponent is stuck. And if they only have 2 people left, they're only stuck with whoever didn't get sealed. And if they don't have a vanish, what are they supposed to do? Like, you take away their vanish, they can't switch. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? You can switch into your Ultra Vegito Blue and just Rising Rush, or you can use your ultimate. Like, it just gives your opponent so much less options to work with. And it's just like, guys, I'm stuttering because there's so much to say about this guy. But it is the end of the video. That's my list. Call me names, insult me in the comments, do whatever. Goodbye.